already a buzz around the ground. It's great to see Rishabh Pant back in the Indian side. The toss happened a little while earlier. It was Rohit Sharma who won the toss, and he had no hesitation in fielding first. As we come to you live from New York for this Group A clash.
Bring it back in and really attack the stumps.
Here he goes. And straight away some swing and the first run on the board. That's what was noticeable even in that first game, the steep bounce from a length. That's runs on the onside. That'll go away for 4. So the first boundary.
Just don't want to get too carried away here with trying to find that excessive bounce in the surface. It's a sort of wicket that if you get enough balls in the right area, the wicket's going to look after you. You don't have to try too hard. The harder you try, the more boundary opportunities will come, and before you know it.
Morning. And here's Ashdeep Singh. That's up in the air. And Pant takes it comfortably. And India strike early. They've got the danger man, Paul Sterling.
Line and made sure they was underneath it. A little bit good length. Paul Sterling looking to go leg side, no control, absolutely no control. A little bit extra bounce again. Eyes transfixed on the ball. That's a very, very good catch. It might look easy, never easy. You've got fielders converging. Paul Sterling, the Ireland captain, got to go early once again against India. 7 for 1.
One more ball. Don't try and force it too much. Just say to yourself, one more ball, I might get a boundary without taking a big risk.
Bowled right through his defence. 2 wickets in the over for Ashdeep Singh.
Risky. This was high risk on a pitch that's maybe doing a little bit. He gets himself in no position, just asking himself to do too much there. Ricky, you mentioned give yourself one more ball. Well, Balbirnie probably should have just hung in there a little bit longer. Excellent from India. Attacking the stumps, aggressive with the ball. Ireland have lost both openers. Balbirnie gone for 5, 9 for 2.
Nicely played. It's breaking the shackles by improvising a bit.
Player in form. Lorcan Tucker had a wretched 10 months in T20 cricket. Could not buy a run. Last 5 or 6 games, the old Lorcan Tucker has re-emerged. Wicket keeper, he's always got the invention. Excellent player, the sweep. So I don't mind this option. It is high risk, but actually with maybe a little bit extra bounce, got a good.
Where you end up, the bus goes underneath the stadium. Brilliant delivery, bit of in movement, and goes between bat and pad. Castles the middle stump.
There's a little bit of carry, so you tend to play on the up with your balance a little bit upright. Have a look at this. The balance is a little bit upright, and that has allowed the ball to sneak between bat and pad. Just a little inward movement that from Hardik Pandya, getting a wicket in his first over. And another wicket gone for Ireland. Tucker's gone for 10. They're now 28 for 3 in the 7th over, which means it's got to be just a little bit of restraint. So
that's nicely worked away. That's going to be a boundary. Yep, it does. It makes it to the fence, and that's a good start for Kempfer. He picks up a boundary to start. 32 for 3.
No hitters.
Is that a top edge onto the helmet? It could be a wicket. Yes, it is.
oh yes, it's I think come off the helmet as well. It's hit him on the glove. It's come off the helmet, and that's a catch taken easily.
So you get hit in the glove, the helmet, and you got to leave.
Yes,
terrible.
Sad.
And probably a concussion test. Harry Tector, he goes for 4, 36 for 4. Oh, that's nicely played. Straight down the ground. That could be our first maximum of the day, and is indeed. Slightly overpitched by Hardik Pandya. And Kempfer just carries on in his merry way. He's definitely looking at the dugout going, what are you guys on about? I've got 11 or 4.
Yes, that's a very good shot, isn't it? I think it's a completely different approach. Very refreshing. Prepared to take the chances, prepared to take the risks, knowing that, you know, you try and survive on this pitch, you might not be able to add any runs. This is a lovely shot.
Yeah. This could be another one. There's a big appeal. Oh, and he's walking. Camphor has agreed that he's found the outside edge. He didn't wait for the umpiring decision. And that's the 5th wicket down.
Been struck at all by the batters, as you can see from the score. We've just had 1 6 hit. You can see just a little away movement, out movement, and the batter is out. Simple catch there to Rishabh Pant. Camphor hanging his bat outside to dry, looks back, which is always an indication that the batter has nicked the ball. Pandya gets his 2nd wicket, 44 for 5, and Camphor entertaining innings of 12.
It's not going to take long. It's the 3rd opportunity in a row, and this time taken comfortably by Jasprit Bumrah. The 6 wickets down, Suraj back into the attack, and he's got his first.
To play that pull shot. Just hits it up in the air, and Bumrah is not going to make any mistake. Takes it comfortably. 6 wicket down for 46.
For his side. But no, he gives himself room and just smashes it through mid-wicket. Will it go to the boundary? It's a slowish outfield. Jasprit Bumrah will pull it back, and they'll get back for the 3rd.
In a way, he has the biggest opportunity here. Could have one of the more memorable innings in Ireland.
Moment there on top here. 49 for 6. That's up in the air. This could be another one. Number 7 goes down. Shivam Dubey making no mistake.
Yeah, just take a look here. Simple plan, bang it into the surface. It's an awkward height, and you can see Markandeya's plan there. Just get out of the way, try and get something on it. And in the end, a simple catch out to deep point. He's going to have to go. Adair for just 3 of 2.
What a catch that is. Wickets continue to tumble here.
The ball, maybe try and clear the ropes here, but when the fielding is this good and this dynamic, moving to his non-dominant side, really did well as well to hold it as he fell to the floor. So India here completely dominating.
Yes, Delaney. In fact, McCarthy, the man to be dismissed without troubling the scorers. And the Irish innings in disarray. 50 for 8. That's up in the air. And it's over the fence. Much needed from Ireland's point of view. That coming right out of the meat of the bat. Much needed. Now hit straight back. It's not a quick outfield, but the ball's going to win. So 6 earlier in the over, now a boundary. And into the 60s, Ireland, for the loss of 8.
It feels like a mini partnership here is developing. It's just 13 together, but it's a very valuable. Great here from Josh Little. Just decides to try and hit through the line on top of the bounce. Didn't quite get connection, but did enough to get it past the bowler.
Still plenty of work.
I think he's got a good balance.
Nicely played. Another boundary. Nice little innings this from Josh Little.
Yeah, definitely. I think we'll need somebody to bat 20 balls, and if he can bat another 6-7 balls, get to 80-90, as I said, put a little bit of pressure on Indian batsmen because they got a big game coming, so a good run up here under him.
So Jasprit Bumrah. Oh, that's gone through. It's missed the helmet as well. Leg by signal by the umpire. They all count. Ireland will take whatever they get. Bowled in, right on the money. That's his speciality.
At his best, full straight tailing in. And some serious place there, 145 kph. It's not easy to get that out at all. So he smiles. And, in Ireland now, looking down the barrel.
See what he comes up with. Back of a length. That's hammered. And that's going to go to the boundary. That's beautifully played. Being the pick of the batters as Delaney. He's got to 15 of 9 deliveries now. 10 deliveries. And he's trying to get them edging towards 100.
Yeah, just gave himself a little bit of room there. Enabled himself to flat bat it straight over mid-off, and he's timed that really nicely.
You can see what he's trying to do here, Archdeep. It's actually a big hit, leg side for the right-hander. Trying to angle the ball back in. In fact, he's changing his shoulder.
That's brilliantly struck. That's the big boundary, and that's gone way back.
It's a good strike, powerful strike. I'm saying that was the big boundary out there. It didn't matter. That's got about 20 metres over the rope. Banged in short of a length and given the full treatment.
Steve Singh has come back into the attack thinking, well, it's been a good day. I've already picked up 2 wickets. Top edge this time, Axar Patel. No, he can't get there, and it'll spin away to the fence.
It's going to be interesting to see how India go about their run chase. We see, I think now, while this ball's a little bit older, it looks to be coming onto the bat a little bit easier. Clearly earlier on with the new ball it was very challenging, so whether they're a little bit circumspect against the new ball or they come out and play some shots, it's going to be interesting.
With that chase, can Ireland get to the 3-figure score? It's an improvement on what we saw from Sri Lanka. That's the edge through, and charge through for a single. He'll definitely be wanting to come back for the second. Oh, that is it. That's the end of the innings. He had to come back wide to try and get Delaney back onto strike. And there's been a few miscommunications and misunderstandings in the running between the wickets. And that is the end of the innings. To post anything really substantial. There is the scores, just contributions from Tucker, Camphor, and then some good striking at the back end from Delaney. 96, Little also did decently for his 14 of 13 deliveries.
Steve, we've seen a tricky wicket. We're getting a little bit of bounce. Let's look at the score. 97 needed off 20. We need to threaten early. First ball. And movement straight away. Going to be calling it wide. Started at 2 ball of the first over. Oh no, and it's gone through the hands of second slip and gone for a 4. End of the first over here. 7 runs for no wicket.
An early bit of fortune for the Indian batter, Andrew Balbirnie, the man at second slip. We saw the graphic, he was 16 metres back, so he had a good look at it. Went through and beat him for pace. Normally a pretty assured slip fielder, Andrew Balbirnie. Back home in Ireland, you don't get many above the head. You don't have to go Australian style that often, so...
Out of all 3 of us right now.
Cricket player, we're cricket players, we aren't athletes, are we? Oh, bit of fortune there from Rohit Sharma. Raced down to the fine leg fence for 4, and that was stiff.
Yeah, bit of lucky there for Josh Little. Searching, looking to give it a chance to swing. I don't mind it. Rohit Sharma's been a little streaky so far. It's the second or third time now he's just got an inside edge, but fortune favours the brave. But I don't mind the approach from Josh Little.
He's gone up over the top. That is Rohit Sharma for you. End of the over, and he's decided to go for a maximum. Brilliant. 22 for 0. Well, 1 low score of 23. Well, up and over, but there is a 3rd in place, and they get the first wicket. Virat Kohli, who we just talked about, an incredible T20 wicket, a career record, is a big, big wicket here for Ireland.
Sure, aggressive, never really got going. Uncharacteristic, really. Bit ungainly and thick outside edge. That's a good catch. They needed it. Ireland needed it. The crowd went quiet. Kohli's got to go. Big, big moment in this small run chase. Virat Kohli's gone for 1. 22 for 1.
That's beautifully played. Foolish in length, just opens the face, makes sure it goes over, square of the wicket and away to the fence.
he gets a bit of width. That's what you're looking for. The earlier efforts to try and hit the ball over the infield wasn't successful. He got an inside edge, but this time around you can see that he's leaning into it. There was a bit of width also, and he quite deliberately has opened the face of the bat to hit it over that fielder for a boundary.
Yeah, brings up his 4,000th run in T20 Internationals. He's the third player to do so. Fred Kohli and Bubba. Not off the middle again, but that one gets onto the mat and it will make its way to the boundary. So a bonus boundary for Rishabh Pant. Probably trying to go more deep with wicket than to where it ended up. But he'll take it at this stage.
So it'll be interesting to see what length that was. I thought that may have been around the 5-meter length. No, it wasn't. It was much shorter than that. And that is the reason why he was able to play that pull in instead of mid-wicket over towards the straight boundary. Because the ball's coming on quickly, it's not easy to go hit. Maybe looking to scoop it over both those fielders.
Eventually he finds one out the middle, does Rohit Sharma, and that will go the whole way.
That's a shot that he plays so well. The pull shot. He's one of the few batters in the world who can lean forward and then play the pull shot. Such a good player of the pull shot. Yes, he occasionally gets out, but percentage-wise, he scores more runs with the shot than he gets out. And that is the reason why when he hits it off the middle of the bat, it is invariably a 6.
This was a part of the game plan, not looking to roll the wrists at all, just keeps that face open because he doesn't want to get it down. He wants it to continue to go on its merry way. Plays a shot again and he's going to have the same result, so that's back-to-back maximums for Rohit Sharma.
Well, there's an element of risk because he hits it up in the air, but he very seldom looks to play it along the ground. He's so confident that if he hits it off the middle of the bat, it's going to go into the crowd, irrespective of how big the boundary is. And this is a big boundary. Once again, you can see leaning forward first and then just playing the swivel pull.
Ragnesh has given me a stat. That's his 600th 6 in international cricket for Rohit Sharma. Over. Oh, that's a full toss, and that's a bit of a gift. And you've got a pitch that's offering variable bounce to make sure that it doesn't even pitch at all is not the ideal delivery. Brings up 50 for the Indian captain Rohit Sharma.
Much needed because his form in the IPL, he got 100, but it was not very consistent. So clearly getting a half century in the first game will do wonders to his confidence as well.
Rohit Sharma has retired hurt. He was hit on the elbow, pointing towards his shoulder. Let's hope it's not serious because he's such a key player. Batted beautifully for his 52. He got plenty of runs with that pull shot, a couple of sixes. That swung away. That's a good clean strike for 6. Just picks up length so quickly. It's one of his favorite shots.
He stands so still, doesn't he? That's one of the keys to his batting. So many of those shots that he flicks over fine leg and backward square, there's no movement of the feet at all. Very still base. Nice early pick up of the bat. Nice release of the hands and a long way back over mid-wicket.
Yes, he seems to be in a
wicket.
Oh, that smashed through the offside. Standing and delivering. Gets that away to the boundary. India inch closer. 7 needed now.
I think with those few balls that hit him last over, he'll be pretty keen to get it done this over against the spin. It's a beautiful shot over extra cover. Just gave himself a little bit of room. Threw his hands through the ball, timed it beautifully.
Looking for something just to straighten, go away from the outside edge.
And that's up in the air. There's deep mid-wicket. And takes the catch. Just for a moment you thought he might have misjudged it, but he takes it in the end.
A bit on the breeze. He took a couple of steps back at the start. The fieldsman got his bearings, got in under it. Takes it low to the ground. White strikes Surya Kumar on his way. India lose their second. 2 for 91. One off the helmet.
Oh, what a shot this is. What a shot to finish off the game. That's why people love to see him play. Just the audacity to finish things off.
Great display.
Well, we shouldn't be surprised because we've actually seen this in Test cricket as well. James Anderson won the second new ball, helps him on his way. And how do you even think of that? Let alone practice it and go out and play it in a World Cup game. But yeah, I agree, he's been good today. Just what Rishabh Pant needed as well at the start of this World Cup. Back on the big stage, representing his country again when a lot of people thought that he wouldn't.
Yeah, Rohit Sharma at the top, 52 before he retired hurt. Hopefully he's okay. Few concerns there obviously with him going off. Virat Kohli couldn't get started today, ran down the wicket, caught it third man. But Rishabh Pant, 36 not out of 26, some great time in the middle, batted beautifully, and India home quite comfortably there.